And grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps collective grow, helps collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. We got a cool little lineup, man. I couldn't wait to get this video out. I was gonna post this one for Thursday, but we gonna bring it for today. I'm shooting it today on Tuesday, so y'all getting it literally today, man. I had to get it out. It was some shit that it was like, whoa, bro, I got it. I couldn't wait to react to it, so we pushed Tuesday video aside, and we're gonna go ahead and bring out Thursday's video for Tuesday. So we're gonna go ahead and go straight to it, man. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't subbed up, watching on TV or whatever the case is, I appreciate you as well. I hope you're having a smooth 7. But today might be a trigger warning or 2. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what time we on, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
You might have missed this because it was only 1 second long, but look what Elon Musk does. Now, I also found another clip from The Independent, which shows the clip in a little bit of a longer, with a little bit more context.
This one really mattered. And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you. My heart goes out to you.
Now, he does it twice in that clip, and that salute is basically called the Roman salute, which was notoriously done by Mustache Man from 1930s Germany. And it's honestly no surprise because Elon Musk recently endorsed the party in Germany known as the AfD party, which is basically the far-right extremist party that has used slogans from 1930s Germany. And as evidence of this, Germany's domestic intelligence agency has put the AfD party, known for hardline stances against immigration and Islam, under surveillance for suspected right-wing extremism, which the party denies. Figures in the party have been accused of using 1930s slogans in speeches and downplaying the Holocaust. And along with dabbling in United States politics, Elon is actually dabbling in politics in Europe as well. But I suspect a lot of people are going to say that we're taking this out of context, and as usual, I wouldn't be surprised when they do that, because they've mastered the art of moving goalposts and mental gymnastics in order to justify the actions of the people that they follow. But let me know what you think in the comments, and feel free to follow if you like what I post.
Spam with your thoughts.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
We know what that was. We know what that was, and don't let anyone tell you any differently. It was not AI. It was not a Roman salute. Call it for what it is. This administration is getting real old, and the worst part is a lot of these little Yahtzee boys are going to feel comfortable enough doing that kind of shit in public. Make sure they're not comfortable.
I'll be honest with y'all, man. I thought that shit was an AI video. I saw it on Instagram and I said, wait, that can't be real. Then I said, hold on, let me go. I went to TikTok and I had to search it. I went to YouTube and I had to look. And it was like, oh yeah, that's a real video. That was real. I think it's truth in plain sight. Now, if you disagree, that's fine. Spam it up. I'm curious to hear your perspective. Let's keep it respectful though. That's all I ask. I think it was truth in plain sight. But then again, it's like, I seen some of you guys was like, y'all see Trump and Elon together and they kick it together. And then I seen some of y'all like, y'all trust Trump, but y'all, the verdict is still out on Elon. And it's like, how y'all feel with seeing that though? Is the verdict still out? Because like I said, I don't trust Elon at all. I don't trust bro. I really don't. But again, everybody free to disagree, but I'm curious to hear y'all perspective. Y'all think that was the Roman salute? Or you think it was something else that was way more insulting? Something that was way worse than that? Y'all spam up y'all thoughts.
Has talked in recent days publicly about how painful
Who is this woman? Who is that? The face, the faces. I mean, with that jawline, she's got to be related to this.
So God help us. I don't know if y'all know, but these next 4 years is finna be crazy as I'm talking about wickedly crazy. Starting with this year, we are about to see shit that we have never seen before. Shit is about to happen so fast, it's gonna be like in a blink of an eye. Did y'all see what Elon Musk did before he got off the stage? After he did his speech? You cannot make this up, y'all. I'm not tripping, right? We all seen what the he did, right? Y'all, in the comments, tell me what the this man just did. I can't believe this shit. I cannot believe this shit. They are playing right in our face like, what the y'all gonna do? That's essentially what they saying. We're doing it, but what are y'all gonna do about it? This says it all. Look at his back. I'm done, bro.
I got a crazy question.
5 солнц. Раз. 2. 3. 4. 5. И радуга над нами.
So I'm watching this rigged NFL football game, and of course they have to put Taylor Swift on. And as soon as I see that Caitlin Clark is there, I go, here it comes, something's coming. They're gonna put something in the hand symbols, and there it is. Did you see that? I saw it. And if you think that is unintentional, well then the rest of this video probably isn't for you either. And just in case you don't know what that is, well here you go. Right there. Good old devil horns. Because I got news for you. Caitlin Clark, whose name just happens to be CC, which is also 3-3 in gematria. Oh, and her birthday just happens to be January 22nd of 2022. And the 22nd, 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 is 66. You got the 3-3, you got the 22. And when you look close at her, I feel like I see a little bit of an Adam's apple there. Just saying. I don't know about you guys out there, but this finger on me is longer than my index finger. Kind of like hers looks. And, well, you should look up how that goes if you're a male or a female. But of course, all this is for entertainment purposes. I'm sure that was an accident. Just happened to do that at the exact same time as Taylor too. Entertainment only, people.
This for entertainment purposes. But do y'all think that's why a lot of the women go at Caitlin Clark in the WNBA? It don't seem like she pretty liked. I don't know. I be seeing little things where it's like they say the WNBA be protecting her, showing favoritism to her. But I also heard backlash behind that too. I've heard that people do her wrong. She don't get accepted to certain teams. It's a lot of things that I hear goes not so good for her either. So y'all spam up y'all thoughts, man. Spam up y'all thoughts. You see reaching? This is for entertainment purposes again. But my question, with Elon doing that hand sign, right? That signal. He's working with maybe certain parties over there, right? Does that mean when they doing this in our face, does that mean that they letting us know that they finally in charge? That they still been here fighting that same battle that guy, his name started with an H, he was fighting for them to be and do and have? Do y'all think that they now in charge? I'm asking a question. Cause Elon threw that up after he just celebrated a win for Trump. Like, do y'all think that he rocks with those people? He's a descendant of those people that rocked with the dude with his name. I ain't gonna say his name, but it start with with an H. Don't start with an H, but his last name's a H. Do y'all think that they finally in charge? And do you think that they plan is finally coming full circle? Like the new world and having them control everything? And I'm asking. Y'all spam up. It's just a question for entertainment purposes.
Cats are actually fake. Cats are actually lizards. That's why they have slit eyes. And no other animal in the animal kingdom has those type of eyes besides lizards and snakes. That's why in the Egyptian world, people used to worship these cats. That's why they draw them on the walls, and that's how they extracted the ancient mushrooms, because they used it to increase memory and brain capacity, which is why the ancient Egyptians were so smart, and it was used to boost the energy levels of the pharaohs. And there's this brand out there that blended these 10 ancient mushrooms into a vegan gummy. If you want me to send you it, then comment the word mushroom.
It's something called the 369 method. So you write down what you want to become like you already became it. So you write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night. And you read it before you go to bed. So you read it 9 times before you go to bed. So basically it's just like money come easily, frequently, and abundantly every single day. I write it down 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, 9 times at night, and I read it before I go to sleep. So when you go to sleep, you go to the 4th dimension, which is the dream state. That's the highest consciousness that you have. So now when you wake up, that was the last thing that you read. So now what happens is you come back to the physical state, 3 dimension where we at right now, and you just basically like massive manifest the shit that you want. Do that shit for 30 days.
Do that shit for 30 days. Believe it. And write it and say it as if you've already accomplished it. And truly believe it. Change your damn life. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to go ahead and say, fellas, what you doing? You meet a cool young lady, right? You meet a lady, she's cool, you like her, you attracted to her. Y'all vibing, y'all get along. And then she go to take her damn mask off and you see what she truly looking like. Does that change for you? Do you stay or do you leave? Same person, like characteristics, just different facial feature. Do you stay or do you leave? I say it's considered now you can't trust them because you don't know what else they got under their sleeve, you know, or what else they hiding. So what else under that mask? That's where you gotta be like, hey bro, I gotta go. Can't start a relationship on a non-solid foundation, and that's a non-solid ass foundation, and we already starting off with lying. That ain't gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Let y'all let me know, fellas, how y'all feeling if you see her pull that mask off, even if she look cool. I still gotta be a no for me. I still gotta run. Fellas, let me know how you feeling with that. Ladies, y'all answer it too, but hey, I would lose my shit if I seen somebody come up under a mask like that and I'm like, bro, you serious right now? I'd be so hot. Cap or fact, y'all spam it up.
I got one question for Donald Trump. If nuclear fallout is a threat, why is it there has been no maintenance to any nuclear fallout shelters since the Cold War? Where are we supposed to go?
Shout out to Vendetta Speaks, man. Part of the collective. Sent that to me. Great question. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Where are we supposed to go?
I don't know if you're ready to hear this, but your favorite celebrity is friends with the witch.
Oh man, it all makes sense with the rumors that are being put out by Usher.
Pay attention,
Do you
people.
know who that is? We'll get to who she is here in a second, but just wait. Oh, it's definitely starting to make sense. As you can see, this is A$AP Rocky right here, right? It's definitely starting to make sense. As you can see, that's the Migos right there. I think we're missing one of those members, right?
Everybody's friends with her.
This is Mrs. Michelle Lamy, and I'm sure this picture right here tells 1,000 words in itself, right? If you don't know about the controversy behind Usher or why I'm showing you this lady, I'll fill you in. There was a photo of Usher that was released just recently. And in that photo, you can clearly see that it looked nothing like Usher to even begin with. I'm sure everybody's up to date about the cloning process that's rumored to happen in the industry, right? I know it sounds crazy, right? I'm sure we all sound like conspiracy theorists, I get it. But why do you think they made a show called Who Cloned Tyrone? People really need to start thinking outside the box.
By the way.
This is A$AP Rocky's wife, Rihanna. If this photo in itself doesn't tell you that there's some weird shit going on, I really don't know what will. But this lady right here has a lot of controversy behind her name. But as you can see, Michelle Lamy is a French culture and fashion figure. She's been a clothing designer, a performer, film producer, and more, and is the wife of none other than Rick Owens. Does anybody know who Rick Owens is? Because God, once you dig a little deep, you can't stop digging. And then you start to find things that you really thought you would never find in the first place. Things that you actually can't present openly here on TikTok anymore, and reasons of why I actually started a Twitter profile. Do look for my link in the bio. But the fact that Usher is heavily...
Have you ever heard about the mysterious yellow cube that the elites use to control the future? Some people believe that this yellow cube is so powerful that it can show us different timelines when it comes to us evolving. Some say they looked into this cube and they seen that the world ended. They seen the world end because they used this mysterious cube that was never supposed to be touched. They are the reason why the world is ending, but they are trying to change it. How many people is familiar with this guy right here? If you don't know who he is, he's the writer and the creator of the cartoon show The Simpsons. By the way, he got this little 666 thing up around his eye. Pay attention. Some theories believe that he was actually one of the elites that was in contact with this magic yellow cube that can show people the future. When the elites used this cube, it showed them so many different realities, but the last reality was the world ending. So they try to find a way where they can make us change realities by using this cube, which is yellow. Now everything is starting to make sense why this writer of this TV show made his characters all yellow. Ever ask yourself that question? Why are they all yellow? That's because it's connected to the yellow cube. Notice how it seemed like the Mandela effect is always changing. We in one reality and going to another reality. That's because they are using magic with their TV sets. It's called TV programs for a reason. But this story get a little deeper. You ready? You pull a dollar bill out your pocket right now and turn it around and look at this pyramid. You notice it's not connected. What is that eye that's not connected to the pyramid? Just really pay attention. What is missing? All the ancient people know that there is something missing from this pyramid. They are trying to tell us on this dollar bill right here. This gold cube that the elites have is the all-seeing eye. It can see into the future. It can see into so many different realities. Remember, it can see everything. That's why the eye is on the dollar bill. It can see everything. Pay attention to the signs. The elites of this world lost their yellow cube. They can no longer find it. So you know what they do? They try to use something else that's kind of similar to this cube. They use us. Let me explain, please. Within our bodies, we have chakras or mini universes or solar systems, but these are really crystals. Since the elites lost their yellow cube, they are now activating our solar chakra, which is yellow. Our solar chakra is connected directly to the sun. The sun makes things manifest and the sun is a portal. Remember, they use our energy to make this world manifest because they can no longer see the future. They are really in deep shit and they put us in deep shit. But if your solar chakra is off balance, you might feel guilty, lack of energy, weakness, allergies, fatigue, low self-esteem, digestive, all kind of issues. But if you have your real willpower, energy, strength, confidence.
Remember, the game's about to start. Washington's a 6th seed. Has to play 3 games to get to the superb hour. 6, 6, 6. And then you got the Chiefs on the other side. And the Commanders. Commander-in-Chief to represent the 6. That's our capital while we're in such a tumultuous time of war. Put it together. Peace to God.
Now, Toxic, I'm glad TikTok up, by the way, because me and Toxic but True Reality, man, we had a split. Because it'd have been hard to get in contact with each other, because I follow his new YouTube channel too. But as far as our contact that we have on TikTok, like, we could hit each other in the DM like instantly. That was one thing I was kind of pissed about with TikTok. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, damn, bro, I can't even talk to my guy. I can't talk to the homie, bro. Like, I was kind of feeling some type of way. Percy_Spin was like that too, where I was like, damn, I can't even talk to the homie. Like, damn. But I'm glad that's up, by the way. But hey, Toxic, bro, if this shit play out like that, damn, bro. That would be some shit. That'd be some shit. I could see that happening. But damn, I could see that happening. If you right about that one, bro, you for sure. You already a legend, but like, you gonna jump higher in the ranks, even higher, bro. You get that one right. That shit crazy, cause I could see that happening. Y'all spam with y'all thoughts and opinions, man. But I could see that happening. I could see that. Y'all let me know if y'all think that's a reach though.
So I'm just checking in to make sure that everyone is on the same page, that they're banning TikTok right as we're starting to hear about apparently a mothership in the Gulf of Mexico, and we're getting all of these videos that are popping up. It seems like we're at the season finale of Earth.
Got some witches out here in New Orleans, you hear me? When you walk past them, they putting spells on you. They putting little energy lures on you. Lures. They sending them lures at you, you hear me? I ran across a little witch the other day, last week, right? I just felt her little yab when I walked past her. You really gotta have an energy barrier. You gotta have an energy barrier when you walking around that you know really protecting you. Because there's some shit and some unseen forces out here that's really attacking you, and you don't really notice it until maybe a day afterwards by problems, karma, trouble, anything, you feel me? But I can automatically walk past somebody off the dump and just know, oh yeah, you ain't right. Soon as they walk past. And people be getting you like that. They walk past, they don't gotta touch you. They can walk right past you. And that shadow that's leaning on them, the shadow that's hanging on them, that demon that's all on them, hop right on your shit. Motherfucker downtown, called the shadow people. So when you walking and you walking past them, they shadow hop on your shadow. That's how they get inside your energy field. So, you know, you ain't gotta just sleep with them, kiss them, touch them and all that. No.
No, because this is wild. It's been like, what, 12 hours since TikTok got banned in the States, and now they're restoring it already. Yeah, President Trump, I guess he was inaugurated today or whatever it is in the States, and he's restoring it. I love that that was his first matter of business, you know? Because didn't in the past he bash on TikTok because people were making like edits of him and he was like, I hate this app, let's get rid, wasn't it? I don't know. But it's a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. Okay, thank you, Donald Trump. He's looking at long-term solutions that will keep TikTok active in the States, so. Next step, can we get the Creator Fund in Canada, please? Please, I make no money from this app.
If you have more damn. So people in Canada who create on TikTok don't get paid for that? That's crazy. Damn. I wonder why that's the case. If y'all know why, spam it up. I'm just now hearing that. I would have thought everybody got, like, get paid for their content, they work. That's crazy. Hey, somebody got to push for that. Somebody got to push for that. Canada, y'all got to push for that, man. That's crazy. That's not fair at all. I don't stand for that. That's crazy to me, but Y'all spam y'all thoughts. Again, Trump supporters, y'all let me know how y'all feel. If you a Biden supporter, let me know how you feel. I'm curious on how y'all feel about this. To me, something wasn't right with TikTok. How was it supposed? I'm gonna ask y'all this because I know y'all saw this. It was supposed to get banned on Sunday, right? It went down on Saturday. It went down on Saturday, like Saturday evening. It went down on Saturday, and then it came back on Sunday during the day, like early that day. It popped back on. How does it get banned on the day before it's supposed to get banned, and it comes back on the day it was supposed to be banned? I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I did. I thought that was kind of crazy. Something didn't feel right with this. I think it was a part of control, though. I think they wanted to see how far they could control us. Like, oh, how much control, how much focus would they put on this app, and we could get away with other shit over here. Like, I feel like they played that shit against us. I feel like it was all a trick. It was all a sense of control. It was a lot. It was a lot of little different things they was doing. The money situation, they was doing a lot. I feel like that was a distraction. Again, when something's pushed to us numerous times, and especially to the media, and they keep showing it, they keep talking about it, that's a distraction. And I feel like it was a distraction, in my opinion. Y'all spam me your thoughts.
Information on architects that we should work with to build a city, because in Liberia, I envision building a city of the future, an infinite city that can constantly grow. And I envision flying cars. I envision mastering our own minds and telepathic abilities. I envision a spiritual telephone where we can pick up the phone and talk to our ancestors, eventually starting with a Morse code to a language, to hearing their voice, to eventually seeing them. Yeah.
He was on the right frequency. I told y'all, I seen a video of if some people want to consider our ancestors. I'm being respectful to everybody. Some people like to consider them fallen angels. Some people like to consider them extraterrestrials or other life forms. They used to appear over the pyramids of Giza, and they would show up each craft over the pyramids in the distance, and they blink, and the way they blink is them using Morse code speaking to us. And they was trying to have communication with us. This was about like, what, I would say like 10 years ago I had looked into that. It was early on, to where if I would have spoke about shit like this to normal people, they would be like, bro, what are you talking about? Now it's normal to talk about it. And I was like researching this, and so when he talking about being able to communicate through Morse code, he was onto something. Cause I've seen that before. Not from Kanye either. But hey, y'all spam with y'all thoughts, man, and y'all opinions. Ye was on to something. Hey. Whether you want to say you're part of them people or not, if he giving the game up, you gotta listen to the game. Maybe not follow what that person may be doing on the back end of that, but if this positive in this game, you gotta hear him out though. You gotta be able to decipher what's good and what's bad, you know?
Yo, something is going down in Sydney, Australia, you guys, because look at this. Y'all, when I tell you, I don't think there was not a single weather anomaly that Sydney, Australia escaped, you guys. First of all, y'all, it started off dead silent, just like this. No wind, no nothing. And then flashes galore. People were stating that it was non-stop flashing for about 2.5 hours straight, and the water just rose out of nowhere. Check this out, y'all. Non-stop flashing. Hurricane force winds. Heavy rain. And then it sounds like a power drill out there, y'all. Listen to this, listen. Y'all heard that? It's like a whistling sound. It might be the wind, but then again, it might not be. And not just plasma flashes, y'all, but lightning strikes everywhere. Bugsby over here.
And in Newcastle.
And also, Sydney, Australia's Crown Towers got struck by lightning as well, y'all. What does that mean? As the storm rolled in, it completely fogged out this camera and it was glitching. Y'all see that? Look how good and clear it looks right now, and look at the transition. Y'all see that? It's like a fog comes in and it starts glitching. The people thought it was raining a little too hard in the mountains, and when they checked, it was actually hell. These people were hanging out in coffee shops and whatnot, and they experienced a power outage. Look at this. Gone. What's really going on, Australia?
And prayers to Australia. I don't know if that's recent or not.
Hello everybody, it's Angel Dust, Illuminati extraordinaire, coming to you as the demon harbinger of doom. As you already know, TikTok is most likely going to be purchased by a certain billionaire who bought another social media platform and recently endorsed the presidential candidate emphatically. He will probably be given the platform, so there you go. Two great business minds acting together against your interests. You keep talking about reptiles and space people while the whole thing is right in front of you. And that's the irony. Y'all ask what you can do? Don't take political side. Don't play the game. They've got us chanting against the opposition like they are sports teams. Not only are you not on their team, you're not even in the game. They don't care about you. Wake up now. This is really important to hear this. I don't pay taxes. I have 3 corporations and an LLC, and everything is funded through that, and I don't pay taxes. I don't break the law, but the tax codes are set up so that somebody like me, born into what I've been born into, can escape them. You don't understand something that is clearly in front of your face, and you refuse to see it, or you can't see it because your mind has been blurred by an Illuminati psyop. Keep following because I'm going to open your eyes. I love you, shine on.
The record? Now see, damn it, why he had to add the music in the back? Now when he started talking about taxes and all that, I'm all ears. I'm trying to hear it. I like what he was talking about. I wanted to hear it all. But damn, bro, he put the music. It made it difficult to be able to like lock in. I'm not only gonna keep that in there just because I know some people, because I know some of y'all in the collective then got mad and was like, bro, why you take this out the video? You should have let us determine if it was good or if it was bad. So I'll be mindful of that now to this day. And I make sure I'm not going to try to take it out. Only way it get taken out is if the music becomes a copyright. Then I ain't going to be able to, you know, use it. But, man, I wanted to hear more about that. I didn't want to hear the music. I wanted to hear him. And he was going crazy. I wanted to hear way more of that.
For the record, I haven't told him anything. Okay, just tell me what you see.
Oh my god, come on.
Wow, what the fuck? Holy shit. I just saw something. Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, I see that. I feel it.
I've been under the influence of mind-altering substances a lot, but I've never seen anything like that. Whoa.
I showed over 100 people, and I kept asking myself, how are all of us seeing the same thing?
Oh my god. It's changing shapes right there.
The laser was revealing numbers and letters running in a pattern.
They're almost like this big here, and it looks like code.
It looked like...
That was a thick laser.
That's why I told you.
Something, and I just want to take a picture of it and translate it. Wow. You see that?
Okay, so yeah, it's not stuck.
No.
It's not because of the light.
No, it's on its own side. Light is just literally revealing it.
And each angle shows you different layers, different ways through it. I can see through the wall. It's not like a hallucination. It has spatial awareness and permanence. I don't know. Whoa.
For centuries, mankind has attempted to explore these psychedelic, altered states, but we've never had a repeatable, testable phenomenon to observe until now.
Wow. I'm obsessed. It's like you can see through the laser into another dimension.
I mean, like, take yourself to that. Like, I just made a connection that nobody...
Hey, I hope that clip can stay in. I'm gonna have to dive deep now on that one.
And every conversation we're having about evacuations, that depopulation conversation is continuously coming up. That depopulation conversation is continuously coming up.
Man, we know that's already what they've been on, bro.
Los Angeles is one of the cities with the heaviest traffic. Who told me in 2030 Los Angeles will be private car driven free. And this will allow to transform highways into parks and other.
Ain't this part of why they knocked down the Georgia Guidestones? in the last clip, what he used, I'm not gonna use the word for entertainment purposes, the D, and then you know I go with the, y'all know, the Georgia Guidestones, bro. They had all this information on there, and appreciate the collective, because y'all taught me early on in the channel what the Georgia Guidestones was, because y'all already know, like, I always preach, I always like try to promote us to be able to get the information and pass the information. And if you don't know the information, that's fine. It's nothing to learn. We learn every day, man. So don't be ashamed that if you don't know something. Just ask a question. The dumbest question is the question not asked. That's what I was raised on. So, yeah. I appreciate y'all for letting me know about the Georgia Guidestones. But do y'all think that it's all starting to make really, it's really starting to make sense? Do y'all think that? Me, I think it is. It's been making sense. But damn it. Y'all spam up if y'all thinking it's just starting to make sense. I'm curious on y'all perspective on where we at with all this shit that we seeing and going through. So let me know.
So let me get this straight. The government is summoning UAPs? We'll come right back to this. The news just dropped the first official piece of UFO evidence that you can clearly see, they say. This is the UFO egg that everyone's been talking about the last few days. I'm going to show you a clip in a minute where a guy says that they were summoning these UFOs, but...
Let's slow this down to take a closer look. That's an egg-shaped UAP suspended from a 150-foot long line. We're told the craft is about 20 feet long. The egg suspended in a cradle. And look how careful the pilot is as they bring their precious cargo into land. This is no blurry light in a distant sky. The source of the footage putting themselves at incredible risk to record.
Out of everything they have, they're gonna give us this. And now we're about to see how they summon them. But it's really weird how they use that egg video when we have Stephen Greer saying that we have ETs basically in some form of slavery.
That object, or whatever was controlling that object, was also connecting to me through my mind.
And so, how did the object come to land?
I think it was invited to land by the psionics team.
Jake says his mission that night came from no accidental crash. The UAP was summoned by a separate team, a special team, with special abilities.
Because they won't let us sail below the 60th parallel doesn't mean the Earth is flat.
Yeah, what about the accounts from the men who actually did?
What are you talking about?
William Morris, late 1700s, traversed along the Antarctic Circle until he found it.
Found what?
Summer's Gate. Every Glober's worst nightmare, one of the 3 exits along the ice wall. Said the crew was too scared to go through it, but by the time they tried pulling out, it was already too late. Current yanked them through the opening into the other side, beyond the ice wall.
My God.
Sailed through these unknown waters until
what?
They were approached by a massive red ship, unlike anything they'd ever seen back home, and it started blaring an unbearable horn until they finally realized William and his crew were no harm. They brought them up on board, and the captain of this giant red ship introduced himself to William as the leader of the ancestral lands, said his name was Tolliver. Yawning, William was in shock at this point, like trying to take in the fact that there was like this whole reality outside of this ice wall barrier. And Tolliver asked him what he was doing in these waters. William kind of apologetically said, like, I'm sorry, we just want to...
Nah, man, I really dislike when they put the video half-assed like that, bro. Go all the way there. If y'all know the rest of that interview, where I can find it, spam it up, man. Tag me in it on whether it's Instagram or TikTok, or if you gotta DM it to me, or even if you gotta throw it in the comment section on as a YouTube link. Like, I need to hear the rest of that. He said a Glober's worst nightmare. That is, bro. Like, if I don't even think it would be, I don't even think, like, not to speak for the Globers, but I don't even believe that they more so care if it's a globe or if it's flat. It's more so they just don't want to be wrong. That's all it comes down to. They don't want to be wrong. They like, bro, a lot of people don't want to be wrong. I mean, that's what I've noticed with humanity. But man, ain't shit to be wrong, bro. It is what it is. You get to live another day. That's how I look at it. If I'm wrong, damn it, I'm wrong. I don't care. We gonna go ahead and now we gonna know, we know what's right. But how y'all feel about that story? Y'all think it's made up? Y'all think it's fact? But one day, I'm gonna manifest it now. We gonna get our asses over there to over the ice walls, bro. We gonna see the ancestral lands. We gonna get that chance, bro. We gonna get that chance. And if y'all with me, spam it up, bro. I'm not mistaken, they got them in Elk Grove, right?
Three. We gotta go watch the slide. You okay?
Not gonna lie, if it ain't pushing that rock, we'd have had to catch a fade.
The Kardashians are people that use glamour magic. Okay, so they come out and you think they're attractive. They're okay, but they're, you know, whatever. Clones are real. So when you're talking about Britney Spears, watch the face. The face changes and they're not always the same people. Yeah, Ariana Grande is, obviously. That is a thing. She told me about being chased by demonic entities 2016. So she was aware of it. But see, here's the thing. This is what I want to explain to you. And it causes anxiety. And it causes a lot of things. And it causes you to disassociate. But here's the thing I want to explain to you. When they are born to a family that is a Illuminati, Mason, whatever family, and let's say the kids don't know it. So for example, if they've been inverted in utero and they're just born to their parents, they're like you and I. They wake up in a family and this is their family. Like, I don't really think, like, do you think about really, like, is my mother wrong or crazy? It's not until you're a teenager or something where you can see behavior that you may think that, right? But if they're in these families, they are born doing certain things to begin with, okay? If they're not already harnessed in and through reincarnation cycle and harnessed back in, right? So they come back in through a portal into another body and they're given specifically to that family. So they're chained in the astral. They never really get to die. You get to die, I get to die. I know nobody wants to die, but we get to die. They get trapped in the astral in a different way than we do in the reincarnation one. And they are bound and they pull them back in and they use them as a public thing. So do these souls or people like that know it? And when they start doing the rituals that they practice, right? When they start doing that, are they aware that they're opening themselves up?
So there's a lot of people saying that Meta may have had some influence into this unbanning TikTok. Maybe they purchased some of it. I don't know. But I do know that if Mark Zuckerberg had anything to do with it, hopefully he goes and does what he says and allows us conservatives to say what we want to say and stop limiting our free speech. There's no free speech on this platform. It's limited speech. And you people out there that can't tell the difference need to understand the difference. When we try to say something, we get banned or we get flagged or whatever. But those of you over on the left can say whatever the hell you want and not have to worry about consequences. Just remember, this app is supposed to be about free speech, not limited speech. And with that being said,
there's an old saying that you should always close your curtains at night because you can allow what's outside to be invited in. Now, this is a story from Eastern Tennessee. There was this man named Levi, and Levi said he lived in this house that was right next to the woods. And he said this particular night, he went to bed as usual, and he started having this dream. And he said in this dream, there was this man staring at him from his bedroom window. Said he had pale white skin, no nose, no mouth, and these solid black eyes. And on top of his head, he had a couple scraggly pieces of hair. And he said he was just looking at him in this dream. And then all of a sudden, he said he heard a voice say, "Come outside." And he wakes up, and he said right away he looked out his window, and sure enough, that man was standing outside of his window. And then he just took off into the woods. So he was kind of a little freaked out by that, but was like, maybe I was just dreaming that still, and it was all in my head. Until he looks at the window and he sees what looks like a face print. A couple weeks later, David said, he goes to sleep, and this time he has a dream. He's in his house and he's walking into his kitchen. And he said when he looked out his back kitchen door, he could see this same man, creature, whatever you want to call it, outside on his back porch. And he said this thing was sort of bent over and it was pacing back and forth, just moving its shoulders. He said it then stopped at the door window and it turned and it looked at him and it said, "Come outside." And he said he woke up and he was like, man, that dream just felt like really real. So he walks out to his back porch and he looks, there's no one out there. But when he looks down at the snow on the porch, he can see what look like footprints. So David didn't know, Levi didn't know what to make of this. And he, at the time, just thought, it was just bad nightmares he was having. So a couple weeks later after this, he goes to bed again one night. And he says he has this dream. And in this dream, once again, he's in his bedroom, laying in his bed. And he says he hears the front door open. And he said all of a sudden he heard footsteps kind of, moving through the living room, down the hallway. And then his door opens. And he said in walks this white creature, bent over with its shoulders kind of moving as it walked. And he said he came right over to his bed and it sat on his stomach. And he said the whole time he just couldn't move. He said this thing just kind of was like smiling at him as it's sitting on top of him. And he said it turned and it looked at him and it said, "I said, come outside." And then he said he lifted up his arm and it scratched him right on his side. He wakes up and it was like, that seemed all too real. He lifts up his shirt and in the place where he got scratched in the dream, he had this huge scratch. And so the next day, he goes to his neighbor's house and he's like, "Hey, this is going to sound weird, but like, have you ever seen sort of like a weird guy that's been, looking in windows or anything?" And he said his neighbor just turned and had this like shocking look on his face. And he was like, "You mean the pale white guy with, a couple strands of hair and the solid black eyes?" And he's like, "Yeah, how did you know?" And he goes, "When I first moved here, I used to leave my curtains open and I would see him peeking in my window and he would tell me to come outside." And he said, so after that, I started keeping my curtains closed at night. And so Levi said after he had heard that, he never slept at night without the curtains closed in his bedroom.
Okay, now, I do know this is a thing because I've seen it. Now this is you. This might not be you. But if this is you, why do y'all leave y'all windows open in y'all house? Have y'all not heard of people who creep through your neighborhood, walking wise or driving wise, see everything you got in your house and either strong arm your shit or wait until you gone and then they come in and take your shit with or without a camera on your house? I'm just asking here because I've been waiting to ask people, because when I see it, we driving. We went to go look at Christmas lights and we go to Cameron Park. We went to well, who else did we go? We went the Fabulous 40s, and people had they blinds wide open in their house, lights on, everything. People can see in, but you can't see out. You don't know who looking in your shit. I come from a neighborhood where you can't do that, bro. It's very rare you open your blinds. It's very rare you open your blinds. But y'all let me know if you do this, why do y'all do that? Why would, like, in his sense, why in his actual sense and scenario, why would you leave your blinds open and just think it's okay? I'ma just go to sleep. How are you comfortable with that, bro? You don't know who watching you. I don't know. Maybe it's me, or maybe it's how I was raised, but I don't get it. Y'all spam up if you leave your blinds open. What makes you feel so comfortable to do that? And I don't know, and I want to know, has anything traumatic ever happened to you prior to hearing this video, or have you ever went through something by leaving your blinds open and it requires you now to close them because you can't sleep well without having them closed? All the blinds need to be closed in the house, unless the windows is way up high and you can't reach it and people could see in, but it ain't shit to see, it's the ceiling or something. Like, I'm cool with that, but man, hell nah, he tripping.
If you heard Wendy Williams on the Breakfast Club this morning, then you know ain't nothing wrong with Wendy Williams. Wendy is talking like she usually be talking, and they doing something to Wendy. You see how crazy it is for somebody to just push paperwork and take control of your life? How they do that to Wendy? Okay, granted, she might have been sick, and she needed somebody to take care of her, but how is it possible for somebody to push papers and take your whole life from you, and you are alive and well, speaking with the same mind? Wendy said they got her in a small ass room with a chair and a TV in it. Come on. Talking about Wendy got dementia. Wendy ain't got no damn dementia. She do not sound like she has dementia. On paper, she has dementia. In real life, she's a hostage. This shit is crazy. And then you hear what she said about Diddy. She said Diddy might be away for a long time. And I don't know, if you from the town, you already know her and Diddy had smoke for a long time. This is one of the reasons why she wasn't on Hot 97. Diddy got her off. Just to hear her crying on the phone, saying that after she says everything that she's saying, that she's in jeopardy of losing her phone, that she's in jeopardy of being put on restriction from a person that owns her, basically. What? Y'all gotta help Wendy Williams, man. For real.
That man been trying to tell us.
Jordan Peele's Nope freaked me out in ways that I couldn't understand when I first saw it, but now I finally figured out why. Spoiler warning for Nope. Nope's big twist is that the flying saucer is actually a predator alien who devours anyone who makes eye contact with its central orifice. They nicknamed this alien Jean Jacket. But the reason this monster haunts you is fully subliminal. Jordan Peele snuck in two psychological fears, our fear of the depth and our fear of eye contact. The monster floats in the air the same way a jellyfish does in the sea. The string of flags hangs like a stinger tentacle, and it unfurls to crazy extremes. They use the cuttlefish, the way it attacks prey using hypnosis, and it has color-changing pigments to camouflage. For this horrifying moment where people are being swallowed alive by the monster, they actually use the same digestive tract of the giant larvation. Really, the whole look of it is based on the sand dollar, which has the same kind of orifice on its underside. But if you really want to freak yourself out, rewatch this movie and think of the monster as a giant eyeball. Because the deeper message of Nope is all about the human obsession with spectacle. When the movie begins, we don't even know what we're looking at until later we realize that that square means that we are already in the bowels of the monster. The monster's iris is a giant green square. They foreshadowed this by sneaking in green squares throughout the film. Of course, the giant green screen at a commercial shoot. The signal lost window. The big green present box filled with the balloons that caused the chimp to snap. This whole movie is the monster drawing us in.
Is that a reach? Spam it up.
So let's talk about how Jordan Peele finally explained the shoe in Nope. Spoilers if you haven't seen Nope, because I'm also going to be doing a further breakdown into what this all means. So Jordan Peele was on a podcast, and as you can tell, the subject of the shoe popped up. And he basically doubles down on that this is the bad miracle, the impossible shot, the moment where Jupe checks out of trauma. And this makes a lot of sense, because my personal thoughts on this is that Nope has always been not just a social commentary, but a commentary on filmmaking in general. The goal of film is the escape, right? It's the moment where we disassociate from our lives. So it makes sense that the shoe is the thing that helps Gordy disassociate from the horrible thing that happened with the monkey. However, Jupe believed in the bad miracle. He thought because of what he saw, he was protected from the horrors that was about to happen. This is why he thinks he can look the UFO directly into the eye and survive it. Where OJ realizes not looking it in the eye is what's going to keep him safe.
Hey, don't look at her eyes.
Jupe was so distracted by the quote-unquote miracle that he didn't realize that he wasn't looking Gordy in the eye in the first place, because there was a barrier between them the whole time.
I'm telling you now, y'all aren't looking in the right places. None of you are going to pay attention to what I say, so go on ahead and scroll if you want. But the TikTok ban has been taking up all of the popular news media channels, all of the social media channels, even my channel. And before Election Day every 4 years, there's always a huge news story going around. A distraction piece, if you will. A big piece that hides what's really going on in America. Couple this with the fact that they're removing TikTok, which is the most neutral platform of news that you can get. It really seems like there's something big going on underneath the cover, and the government doesn't want us to know. Is it a new CIA experiment? Is it a new that's gonna pop up? The oligarchy warning is tired. Because girl, we were debating in my 10th grade history class 5 years ago about how this place is an oligarchy. We've known this. So the Biden thing, another distraction. We've got less than 24 hours. Truly, 12 and a half hours to figure this out before America's most neutral media source goes away. 12 and a half hours to figure out what the hell they're covering up. This country's a joke.
Y'all agree? So I'm gonna be mad at what she just said.
What people saw in this picture is what led them to believe that ghosts are real. When you look at this picture, what do you see? It just looks like a picture of a man having a picnic, sitting on a bench with his child at the park. The guy in this picture's name is Christopher. His wife was the one holding the camera and taking this picture. They didn't think anything of it. He posted the picture on his Facebook page, and that's when people noticed something in the picture and had so many questions. Zoom in, take a look around. Can you see it? It looks like there's a woman in the top left corner of this picture. Christopher and his wife both confirmed that it was just the three of them at the park this day, and they didn't notice anything when she took the picture. This is where it takes an interesting spin, because just a year before the picture was taken, this woman went missing in the same area. She was later found deceased inside of the pond. Some people said that this figure in the top left corner has an eerily similar resemblance. What do you think about this?
Damn. Prayers.
In the music industry, they also, I don't know if you realize this, but they praise or something called the rain god. Do you know about this?
No.
So it's all in our face the whole time, right? And I don't know if you noticed, but the English language, they said, is full of witchcraft and homage to demonic marine spirits. So marine spirits are all the spirits in oceans and in the lakes. And in music, if you praise the rain god, you're supposed to like get a bunch of money, right? And you have to realize all the words that we say that relates to money is what? It's like liquidation, cash sharks, or what do you call that? Loan sharks.
Yeah.
And what do you call this when you have a jewelry on? Oh, that's just water, fam. That's just
drip.
icy. It's drip.
Yo,
dog, it's all in our face. If you look at Tyla's hit song, Water. Don Toliver also has a song. Hold on, Deep in the Water. A Boogie with the hoodies hit song.
Gonna super drown.
That's what put him on. Fam, A Boogie and Kodak.
Oh, drowning. Oh,
Come
yo,
on,
that's crazy.
fam. And I have to show you all these things that in the umbrella, in Rihanna's Umbrella music video.
Yeah.
Doesn't this, when she was doing poses, this is her praising the rain god, because look, she goes like this, but look at her thing. These are the eyes and these are the
Oh.
The horn.
It made like a demon head.
Fam! Yo, look! It says
Anticipation.
Anticipation for participation. Stack chips for any rainy day. Jay, Rain Man is back. Fam, do you bag that? Look! Even
this is an umbrella.
Yes.
Ella.
And then this is also in Eminem's song. It's called Rain Man.
Yeah.
My aim was not become what I become with this level of fame. My soul is possessed by the devil. My new name, Rain Man.
What the?
Where, fam?
Why is it? What are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
If you watch Jay-Z's Fade to Black, if I'm not mistaken, he talking about Rain Man when he say, open the door and let God in when you recording a song. Something like that. Check it out. It's this movie called Fade to Black. It's one of my favorite movies. I studied Jay. I did. Musically, I studied Jay. But I made it to the end of this. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I love y'all, Collective. Even if you haven't subbed up and you watching on your TV or whatever the case is, I appreciate you as well. I hope you're having a smooth 7. Man, the Collective, y'all know how I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I appreciate everything y'all been here rocking with me. I appreciate all the words in the comment section that help keep me going. I appreciate y'all. Again, thank you. But until I see y'all in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what I'm